Hello everyone, Sanbonani, Dumelang, Absheni, Molweni, Tobe. The Twitter street is on fire today just because of over expenditure of ANC officials and neglecting the South Africans that are actually in need. Two ministers of communications and digital technologies and their deputies have spent a 5 million on just accommodation in just 3 years. The officials in the department spent more than 10 million rands despite some of the work having been done virtually owing to the COVID-19 pandemic and limits on travel and in-person meetings. This was revealed in a parliamentary written reply from the department's acting Director General Nongubeka Jordan Kiani. Kumbutso Ntshabeni, the current minister, and head deputy Phili Mapulane were appointed in their positions as part of a cabinet reshuffle by President Cyril Ramaposa in August last year. Previously, the positions were occupied by Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams and head deputy Pinky Kikana from November 2018 to July last year. The Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture caught bullets also after announcing that they will use 22 million rands to build a huge flag that will be visible also at night, just because South Africans are not familiar with the flag of South Africa. That's his defense. People have since reacted on his interview on ENCA and they were very disappointed since there's a problem of load shedding in South Africa currently. Unemployment rate is skyrocketing. Bonang wasn't also pleased and represented the whole country and wrote on her Twitter account, "You are useless and we all hate you" at Natimtetwa, and people couldn't agree with her more. And early hours in the morning, there was a tour between Penny Libyan and Robert Marawa. Penny defended the useless minister Natimtetwa. Penny wrote a series of tweets and said, "The same energy on hating #Natimtetwa by people claiming to care about South African creative industry collectively must show in their commitment at the smallest personal level to be the change they want to see, not when you are affected personally or it's your friends." She also tweeted, "Obviously at Natimtetwa SA is not liked by a whole industry that hates itself. So nothing new there for me, but I have a question. How did they build your favorites, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Statue of Liberty in New York, Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro? Why do you like them?" Robert Marawa quickly dealt with her and replied, "At Penny Lebiane and at Natimtetwa SA, they were not flags. They were not vanity projects in a struggling economy of mass youth unemployment caused by a thieving government." Here's some leisure reading. France and the United States joined forces to create the Statue of Liberty. The construction of the Statue of Liberty was a joint effort between France and United States. The statue was created to show the friendship between the French and Americans. In 1865, the idea of a statue was proposed by French historian Edward D. for France to give to the United States to celebrate democracy. The French handled the statue construction and assembly while Americans will build the pedestal. Due to the need for both sides to raise money to build the statue, there was a decade in between the statue proposal and the start of construction. During that decade, there were multiple instances where the statue almost wasn't erected, but though the generosity of several major benefactors and the persistence, the Eiffel Tower was supposed to be torn down after 20 years. As mentioned before, the tower was built with the intent of showing off France's industrial prowess during the World's Fair, but the plan was to tear it down after 20 years. Eiffel had cleverly put a radio antenna and wireless telegraph transmitter in the tower, and the government eventually decided it was too useful to demolish. The Eiffel Tower is a cousin of sorts to the Statue of Liberty. Before Eiffel Tower was built, Eiffel firm was asked to design the internal frame for the Statue of Liberty, a task assigned to his trusted employee Maurice. They approved their iron handiwork with Lady Liberty first. People also attacked Penny and cheered for Robert Marawa, and some want him to be a minister of sports arts and culture. What's your take on this situation, people? Please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe.